Have you done the maths now? We sort of spoke on Monday. Have you talked about having a big win, I suppose?
We haven't spoken about it at all in here, basically because we sort of put ourselves in this position anyway, so there's no point really worrying about it. Well, there is point, but I'm sure guys have done the maths themselves, and so much has to go our way, but we haven't even been thinking about it, mate. We've been not in the oh, here we go. You want to come in, mate?
You started?
Yeah, I've started. Halfway through. Yeah, we're not in the position to really think about it at all. We haven't been playing great footy the last 2 weeks, so this week's purely been focusing on St Kilda and having a really good win there. We just want to really put it to St Kilda.
Is it annoying to have put yourself in that position?
Yeah, definitely. Everyone's very frustrated, and lots of us been feeling probably pretty angry the last couple of weeks, early on in the weeks. Once you sort of move on to the next opponent, your focus sort of shifts. But yeah, it's definitely frustrating, knowing how close, or knowing if we had just won one or two of our closer games, or been a bit better in situations, we could have been sitting in the 8 nicely.
Is it hard not to sort of think back to those games and think what you could have done differently? You sort of think about the weekend's game a bit more. The other ones was a while ago now anyway. But yeah, as I said, it is frustrating, but we put ourselves in this position, and that's why we can't afford to worry about it now. We've got to move straight on to St Kilda, and they've got a great young list, and there's going to be a bit of emotion in the game as well. Lenny Hayes' last game, and I was a Saints man, so I'm a huge fan of Lenny. So yeah, it'll be a huge game for them and us.
So knowing you've got to beat them by 10 goals plus to get to the 8, assuming other results go your way, when does it get addressed in the playing group?
I'm not sure, Theo. I suppose I'm not. We might know before the game. Either way, we've still got to come out and finish the year strong. We had a similar situation last year against West Coast over there, where we were waiting right up to the start of the game, and what we did that year was Santa just told us just before we ran out, this is the situation, we're not going to make finals, and we came out that game and just wanted to finish the year strong. And either way, whatever happens, we're going to do the same thing, because we've had a pretty frustrating year and a poor finish, the last 2 games especially, so all our focus is just going to be on this game and performing well. And if we do get a big win and the results fall our way, then it happens, and if not, then so be it. We've put ourselves in that position, as I said.
You'd obviously prefer to know, though, wouldn't you, before the game? I mean, you'd have to know, you may as well lose by a couple of goals and win by 1 point. I mean, you need to make finals. Yeah,
we don't want to be chipping the ball around, I think, with 5 minutes to go, and just saving energy if we need to kick another 4 goals or something. So there'll be a point, it'll come a point where we'll need to know for sure. But then that might work against us. We might be focused on kicking goals instead of the process that gets us there. So it's a tough one, I think. But yeah, we'll probably have to see how we start first. Our starts have been pretty poor, so we've got to make sure we start well, and then we'll go from there. But I mean, St Kilda is still going to be a tough side, and as I said, we haven't been playing great footy, and there'll be a lot of emotion in the game with Lenny Hayes' last game, and they're going to be tough to beat anyway.
Slowly 100 games for you, that's a big achievement. You must be delighted with that.
Yeah, it's gone pretty quick, mate. I'm pretty pumped. I didn't think 6 years ago I'd be playing 100 for sure, and they sort of just roll in one after the other now, and I've come up pretty quick, I think. And yeah, it's been some good moments, definitely. Still remember my first game, running out onto the ground. Yeah, it'll be a special little moment. I'll have a few family and friends over, and it'll be good to celebrate with them and hopefully celebrate a win.
You're a fan favourite, and you know whether I think you embrace that, and obviously there'll be a lot of talk in the next 12 months about you and Tex and Danger. Preferably you'd like to stay. I know at first you had hesitations about coming to the club, but now it seems like you love the place. You'd like to stay.
Yeah, mate, I love Adelaide, and I love actually love the city. There's so much good. There's so many good spots around Adelaide that I love visiting, and of the club as well. I mean, to play 100 games here has been pretty special. I know Danger feels the same, and Tex feels the same as well. He'll notch them up pretty soon, I think, as well, once he starts rolling along. But yeah, definitely look to stay, and hopefully we can keep Tex and Dange as well, and all stick together. And because I know this year has been frustrating, and but I think like we are still, not making excuses at all, but we are still pretty young, and the three of us you just mentioned are in the leadership group along with Sauce and Tomo and Dougie, and the more we stick together the next couple of years, the more we'll learn. And I'm sure in situations like we're in last week against North and Richmond, where we've been in front in the last quarter, I'm sure we'll see us start winning those games.
Well, surely that's got to be centimetre perfect.